Hi, my name is Lindsey Schobert, and this is my reflection about the challenges of working with an ineffective leader. An ineffective leader could be described a multitude of different ways by different people, but I would think of it as someone who is incompetent, selfish, and non-authentic. That person that has all the charisma and style, but nothing to back it up. These people are especially difficult for me to work with because I like to get things done and I like to be on top of things. And sometimes these people don't. Ever since elementary school, I haven't exactly been the best to work with because I do hold everyone to high expectations. And I know that in the future, I will not always be working with the best leaders, but I need to focus on how I will handle that situation. What I should do and what I want to do are very different things. Maxwell makes a great point right off the bat that removing the leader is not necessarily an option or something that you want to do. What you want to do is grow yourself and also grow your leader. For example, when I had a leader that was directly responsible for planning an executive retreat that I did not do, I took it upon myself to do so. I gave myself the opportunity to do it, and I didn't wave my hands in the air and say, he didn't do it. I wasn't trying to discredit him. I simply did it for the experience. And some of these leader strengths include harmony and inclusion, things that I can lack in. I can always carry the ball organizationally and empowering, but those areas need to grow in. I work hard to get things done, and I also work hard to empower those that are below me. I see this as a way to help me get things done and a way for them to grow themselves. If they can find confidence in completing smaller tasks, one day they can work up to more difficult tasks. And this is how I've also empowered leaders that were above me that may have not necessarily been the most effective. By helping them see what areas they need to grow in from a person under theirs perspective, they can kind of see what they can do to improve. If I respect my leader and empower them, everyone in the organization can take note. Being towards the top means you're in the spotlight, and people will talk. You do not want to be known as the group of people that has a conflict because that reflects poorly on the entire organization. If the organization can see that there is conflict at the top, we will be weak all throughout the bottom. This is especially important for my pharmacy organizations because we focus a lot on service. And if our members do not have the confidence in us to plan these events and to facilitate what needs to be done, they won't be able to go out in the community and help our patients. By mastering my abilities to work with the ineffective leader, I can help to grow my leader without becoming overly frustrated with the situation. This will build my influence because other people can see how we interact and how I may interact with them. Nobody wants to work with somebody that thinks they're the best, and I definitely do not think that about myself. But you don't want to come across that way. Even if you're working with somebody that's less than your standards, does not mean they can't improve, and does not mean you don't want to try. If I give off the air that I don't care and that I would rather not work with them, then who's going to want to work with me? It's all about empowering my leader, whether I think they're the best or the worst, to reflect on our organization and what our organization stands for. And with that, I hope to, in the future, lower my standards in the fact that you need to give people a second chance sometimes. You need to understand where they're coming from and the areas that they need to grow in. As long as they're open to it, I will be open to it. Thank you.